Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on our Matchbox restoration video, we're going to be working with the Matchbox dump truck series number 48, made in England by Lesney. As you can see here, we have a functioning dump truck. Very hard to keep up, stay in the up position, but we're gonna make this truck come back to life. As you can see here, we already made, on my previous video I mentioned a few methods on how to take apart these axle and work with them. There's always one of the sides, as you can see here how big it is. There's always a one on the side which is a lot smaller. You could use Dremel, basically grind up that tip, but then you're gonna have to use something to create that mushroom head again. I find it easier just to cut it in half, like I mentioned in that previous video. And I'm gonna be using a one of those valves to fill up a basketball. That's a tube axle to put it all back together. If you want to see more details about that, please check out my previous video where I restored the Matchbox Mercedes truck, where I talk about that process. So for now, I'm going to be using my wire cutters here and basically cut here. Already pre-drilled it, but as you can see here, I cannot lift this part until I remove the axles. And in the front, this part here seems to be part of the base, so I gotta cut here so I can pull everything out. I'm gonna do that, and I will be just cut it. It wasn't that easy, being that when you use this type of wire cutters, most of the force is in the back and I couldn't get to it. These crimpers, as you can see, they're not very good, but they still kind of worked. So let's see if we could remove this now. Should be able to, there you go. There you go. Alright, so it's apart. Here is the windshield. And just like before, there are no seats in this model. So now I have a feeling that maybe I could remove this paint and use the chrome paint to restore this chrome in the front. Remove all the paint, and I'm going to drill this here to I don't know if I have enough space here to install a bolt. So I think I'm better off leaving it the way it is and maybe snap it back into place when I'm ready to put it back together. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this here. So definitely this was a good candidate to use the soldering iron. Remove this back part here, as there is basically no space to be able to drill and tap. But I should be able to get it. I should be able to get it back in there to snap in place. Alright, so now I'm gonna remove the paint, maybe sand it, inspect the casting, the condition it is. Don't know what color I'm gonna paint it. Once I do that, I will be back. Alright guys, welcome back. Here is the truck without paint. Let me see if I can give you a little close up here. KEW Dodge. I was doing some research, and that was the dealer name, or how the Dodge brand was sold over there in England. I'll try to leave you a link so you can read more about it. I didn't see that little logo with the original paint. So you can see I still gotta clean the original paint. It's kind of nasty to get it out. So as you can see here, the back part is a little bit wobbly. It doesn't stay in straight, and it touches the roof of the truck. So painting this, it's gonna be very difficult to be able to paint it without damaging everything, unless I put something underneath here to separate it. And you know what, I was thinking about it, and I'd rather remove this axle here, and I could do a better job with the paint. And after I try to install it, I might think I could do a better job and get it a little tighter. That way it goes up and down straight, and it doesn't ship like this. So I'm gonna try to take this off and polish it. I'll give you a look after I polish it. I want to give this truck a very nice paint job. All right guys, welcome back. This is how I have the truck right now. As you can see, I lightly polished it. All right guys, so I've been working on this and came up with this solution to the problem that we were having, where this back part was not sturdy enough. So I cut a piece of this valve here, as you can see here, and it's just the perfect size to fit in through here, and that gives me a support, as you can see here, and it doesn't let it move around. So once you install the, here's the original rod that was in there, if I could get it. Let's see. So there, that's the original. Now it's not big enough for us to create a little head on the other side, but I could use a little double glue on this side. It'll still function. As you can see with this, it barely moves side to side. And I do not want for this to functionally go up and down. I don't want this to be painted, so I'm going to remove it now before I paint it. So Once I have everything ready, I'm gonna install it back. Most likely this area here I'm gonna remove the paint also, and the inside of this, mostly here and this area here, that way you could get free movement. So I'm gonna paint it and I will be back. Oh guys, check it out. Here it is. Hope you like the new color. Of course the truck is still red, but the bed back here, this combination of color, I really like it. And as you can see, I use part of the stem to put together the axle, like my previous video I explained. Just use the tube and then use a little double glue. I didn't have to use bolts here. The little stems, when I drilled it out, still clicked into place. And check this out, it's nice and solid here. As you can see back there, I have also the other piece of the valve. It now stays in the up position without falling. As you can see here, I used a little double glue, and I use, like I mentioned before, the floor shine on the wheels to restore their black color. Did some details on it. Let's see if I can fit. So there it is, guys. I really hope you liked it. Let's see if I move the camera a little bit here. Put this right here. And of course, like always, please remember to subscribe if you like the video. I'm gonna put 2 videos here on the side for you to watch, and a little subscribe button somewhere around the screen. Thank you for watching, and again, I hope you like the end result of this Dodge truck here. It was nice and fun. Thank you for watching again. Peace out.